Still getting the equipment set up.
What, man? I'm trying to get this. Look, man, I got to get up at 5 o'clock in the morning. Shit, if I don't get up at 5 o'clock in the morning, my bowels won't get moving, and I'll end up shitting myself while I play baseball.
Talking about
That's not good. That's not good.
Motherfucker, out of all the people here with your geriatric Metamucil drinking ass,
you know I'm clean, shorty.
Right, that's because Metamucil, all that fiber runs right through you. Grabs everything.
Brown rice, son, and oatmeal.
Wow.
Orange-flavored Metamucil all day.
Shit.
That's what you do in your diaper.
You guys need to go over to uncutsports.com. Hey, Jimmy, did you hear what I just said?
Yeah, you need to go over to uncutsportshow.com.
What about
No. Show. No. I see Jimmy's not listening. Uncutsports.com. There's no show to it.
Okay.
But why should they go over to uncutsports.com?
Why not?
I know.
You ain't got shit else to do.
Now, let's talk about UFC 146.
Beautiful card, top to bottom.
Beautiful card, long card. Start out with the preliminary bouts on Facebook.
The only important fight there was Glover. Glover made his UFC debut and tapped out Kyle Kingsbury.
He looked impressive, too.
Yes.
He tapped him a couple times, got him all, and he said, fuck it, and put in that
Couple
arm triangle
times,
choke. And it was a
I thought
wrap.
it ended after
Paul
one.
Sass also defeated Jacob Volkman, and also Mike Brown defeated Daniel
Pineda?
It's really Daniel
Yeah, about to say, how about
Pineda. You know what happened to Mike Brown? I mean, he did win tonight, but it was like, wow, man. It's just like these fighters.
He happened to himself. From what I understand, he's got problems between his ears.
Oh, yeah.
Like, I'm talking like depression and shit like that.
Oh, that sucks.
Sometimes that can be
That's
the roughest
Yeah.
problems.
Yeah, it can put you in a big-ass valley. Preliminary card was on FX. That's when shit started getting really good. Now, this was something I didn't see coming because this guy, Diego Brandao, if you guys remember him in Ultimate Fighter, he was nasty. He was really good. And Darren Elkins said, no, not in the UFC, son. he just worked him. I mean, Brandao started and threw one of those, jumped up and did like a flying knee in his jaw, and that stunned him.
It was all downhill after that.
But after that, fucking Elkins is like, no. You had your chance to knock me out, and you know what? Fuck it. It's not happening. And he got
Speaking of other things that not happening, we're not talking about that card no more. Or that fight no more.
Yeah, but what about Barboza and Varner?
No, I mean, I was just talking about them. I don't know, because I didn't see the shit,
match.
so yeah, let's just move on. Barboza got hit 13 consecutive times with no retaliatory strikes and then still cried about it.
Great referee.
And he cried about it.
You know what the biggest thumbs up to this match was? Steve Stoppagatti.
Yeah,
because he didn't stop it this time.
Didn't.
No, he waited way too long.
He earned his money for this fight.
He looked like that one
Best part
hillbilly
of the
white
fight.
woman.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Come on, man.
God
he did.
dang, Mothra's up in the house, Shorty. Damn, Jimmy's killing insects and shit.
Ew.
Anyway, yeah.
Jamie Varner, after a 5-year layoff, came back and beat the piss out of Edson Barboza.
Yeah, that was impressive as shit. Not to have been in the octagon in 5 years.
Yeah, and Jamie Varner, just like he said, I hit hard. Yes, you do, young man.
Now, the next fight.
Boo!
I mean, you know what's funny? I really
there was
like.
nothing funny about this.
It wasn't funny.
Wow.
It was. I like Jason Mayhem Miller just
the person
as a person because he's just.
Well, he's not a fighter.
Guy.
We've learned that over his last 2 fights.
Yeah, he's just. I mean, he is a fighter, but he's not a fighter lately.
Yeah.
And here's the thing that I found most amazing after this. CB Dollaway had the audacity to sit there in the ring. In the ring afterwards with Joe Rogan and sit there and go, Joe Rogan said, what was your game plan?
That was the vocabulary word of the week, Kevin.
My game plan was to stand and trade with him. When? When were you standing and trading with him? Were you trading cards? Were you trading fucking cooking recipes? Because you didn't stand and trade with him. It looked like a wrestling match. He had them all hemmed up on them, and Jason was getting. It was just bad. It was.
Yeah, it wasn't like Jason Miller. You know, he's always been pretty crafty on the ground, but just the last 2 fights, you haven't seen any of that.
How did
he's been overpowered?
As the ball-headed wonder to my right, which would be the screen's left, said, "How did one judge have that thing 30-26?"
Literally, somebody was like, Jason Mayhem Miller got his ass was so bad, I'm going to have to give fucking Dawei a 10-8 round. I mean, it was bad.
Well, no, that means not only did he lose all the rounds.
You're not doing diddly squat. I'm challenging you for the fucking word of the show.
Well, let me tell you.
Let me tell you,
the only way Jason Miller's going to go pick up a win is go fight some of those bullies on his show.
Good point.
Even then, I think he might catch an L. Now,
speaking of totally redeeming himself.
Great rooster. Great.
That's right, son. We're in sync.
Great fight.
Okay,
wow.
We're not the boy band in sync.
We can't sing Ebony and Ivory.
Ebony and Ivory. No, somebody's mad because I'm being Stevie Wonder.
Wow. I don't give a shit.
Stevie Blunder in my case.
You mean shake like Michael J. Fox?
Yeah.
Let me tell you, Dwayne Ludwig was shaking.
What? Dwayne Ludwig was definitely shaking.
He motherfucking twitching.
I think
Daniel
Hardy was like,
Daniel Hardy.
And just
his name is Dan. Why'd you just call him Daniel?
I'm liking the word Danielle today.
Dude, he knocked one of Ludwig's fillings loose.
One of his leg nuts off.
Yeah, he knocked that
Got a
motherfucker
little
ass over
twitchy.
tin cups.
We're really in a goofy mood because it's late at night. But
Yeah, and I got shit to do, so let's go.
but-
Dan Hardy won. You still have a job. Congratulations.
and he looked impressive in doing so.
He
now,
fought Dwayne
moving
Ludwig.
forward to the- huh?
He fought Dwayne
He
Ludwig.
loosened his Ludnucks. Oh, so anyway, moving on
Wow.
to the main card, okay?
Mm-hmm.
The Skyscraper defeated LeVar Johnson. Now,
Snapped his neck.
Jimmy
Yeah.
and I had hard-ons about this fight because we're like, LeVar's going to fucking timber the shit out of this motherfucker. And
He
did
did
not.
for about 5 seconds, and
Well,
then that was about
Like
it.
Jimmy said, Jimmy occasionally says something remotely intelligent, and this time I
Rarely.
agreed. LeVar Johnson should have, when he came, he did what he was supposed to do. Closed the
Right.
distance, took away Stefan Struve's reach, and got him up against the cage. And he
Struve?
should have pressed. He should have pushed away and created some distance. Instead,
Yeah,
Struve jumped
he
guard
just- yeah, he
and
was
popped
just-
his arm out of socket.
Yeah, he was just hanging out, and he got his arm popped, and
Yeah,
you
it
know what?
wasn't
It's
that good.
It may be it.
Now, it is, yeah. Stipe Mio
Oh, that's my new boy.
Formerly undefeated Strikeforce fighter Shane Del Rosario.
And our boy Greenbaum was like,
Oh my God!
watch out for Shane,
Let me
man.
tell you,
watch
I
out for
had
Del Rosario.
I had to move away from Greenbaum because he fucking had a hard on when he was talking about Shane
He
Del
was
Rose.
the whole
Do-
time.
do me
He
a
was
favor.
Full staff,
Wait,
dude. Huh?
what were his?
Fucking look like an army tank in my fucking
Did he
family.
call one winner tonight?
No.
Look, right. I
He had
the
hard-ons
had a
for a bunch
hard-on
of
Del-
fighters.
Del Rosario.
Yo, he
That's a
loves
lot of
some
vowels.
Del Rosario.
Yeah.
Rosario.
Whatever.
Rosario. Not to be mistaken.
Shane looked. I mean, I understand it was a long
know.
layoff. His last fight was February of 11.
It was a
But
short
he
walk to
looked
the
it.
buffet because that's what it looked like where he was.
Yeah.
Okay. Anyway,
But
Stipe looked good.
Stipe Miocic.
Yeah,
looked
that
very
guy's
good.
great. He's
The
got
only-
heavy hands.
Next time,
Tough
young
guy.
man, you have to do an interview. Take that bag of marbles out of your mouth because I don't have any fucking idea what you.
He's
I'm
been,
like,
you know what?
this is
No,
not
no.
his first
He's
language.
been taking English
Do me a
speech
favor.
lessons from Roger Mayweather.
what flag is next to his
So-
name?
Huh?
What flag is next to his name? He gets no pass. Then I don't give a shit. Where
No,
your
he's
name's
not
from.
American.
He's
Where's
Croatian.
the flag?
Oh.
Where's
Oh,
the
that's
flag
it.
next
that,
to his
that
name
freaks
from?
me out. I didn't know that.
I
I
thought
mean,
he was
he's from
Croatian.
Croatia,
Yeah,
but
the
he
Bama
does
lives
have an
in
American flag. He does.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he's a transplant.
Now, the next fight of the night was
Roy,
Big
big
Country
boy
Nelson.
Nelson.
And we said this. Everybody's like, Roy Nelson has had his losses, but the thing is Roy Nelson. Everybody he fights is straight nasty. And when he fought Dave Herman, it just was like, okay, you're not in my league.
I didn't see this coming.
Dude, Chuck Liddell popped
yes.
wood.
He did.
Because
Yes.
that was a 1995 Chuck Liddell overhand right.
That
to
was
the back
vintage
behind the
Iceman.
ear. It was vintage Iceman.
And if Dave Herman didn't piss himself, I would be shocked.
And he melted fucking Dave
Yeah.
Herman like ice
Yeah,
for about
'cause
3 seconds, and
Yeah.
then Stop a guy. He was like, "What's going on?"
Yes, that was the old Stop
Yes.
Gotti.
He was.
Yeah.
He was.
Well, you know what? Hats off to Roy Nelson because he knew when he hit it. Roy Nelson was like, "I want, all right, cool." You want
And then
me
he
to-"
hit him, one more
Got
time.
him again.
Yeah, he
But
really did.
Gotta do what you gotta
The
do.
bottom line is he was going to finish him off.
Yeah,
We all
bottom
know
line.
that. And what's next for Roy
Yeah,
Nelson now?
Dave Herman wants to spend more time out at the pool, working on his tan.
I like to see him fight Bigfoot Silva.
Roy Nelson?
I like to see Roy Nelson fight Daniel
Velasquez.
Cormier. I want to see Daniel Cormier come into the UFC.
Cain Velasquez.
Yeah,
Let Roy Nelson fight Cain
they're
Velasquez.
both shorter in stature.
Winner can get a title.
yeah. Now speaking of Cain Velasquez, he beat
Yowzers.
Antonio.
In case
Lockjaw
you guys
Silva.
weren't keeping track, Strikeforce fighters 0 for 2 tonight.
Yes.
And Antonio Silva looked horrendous.
Oh, terrible.
I don't.
Now I'm going to tell you what
that's the Cain Velasquez that won the belt.
he was. He came out aggressive. He got
Hungry.
Bigfoot on
He
the
never
ground.
let him
and
breathe.
He threw that nasty right elbow, and he opened up
Ooh.
a gash right here. That was
That
the
was-
bloodiest fight that I've ever seen.
Yeah, it was spraying
It
blood.
was like.
I've
and it
never
was just-
seen
You ever
puddles.
seen Ric Flair fight? Abdullah the Butcher? Those are some bloody fights. I'm just saying. The Road Warriors?
Who are you?
I'm just saying. For any of you old school wrestling
Yeah.
fans, when they were allowed to cut themselves,
Yeah,
dude,
that shit was
Ric
crazy.
Flair's
Yeah.
head looks like a road map, shorty. There's a lot. I mean, his shit.
Rand McNally.
There are scars all over.
Oh yeah, and
Yeah.
Abdullah the Butcher,
Look
he got the beatus.
Abdullah.
Yeah, he got the beatus and cutting off limbs.
Oh my God.
Not good.
Yeah. Yeah, Velasquez looked impressive. He looked real impressive. And
We're talking about amputations like it's part of the
I
match.
just try to keep going, people. I try to roll right past the amputations.
People are
You know?
thinking, oh, that
I
was
don't get
part of the
sidetracked,
match.
You know?
Dude.
Yeah. Are we going to get copyright infringed for fucking amputations next?
Stop playing.
Unisex. I mean, come
Dude,
on. The shit that doesn't make sense.
The Ultimate Fighter, the handicapped edition. Get some. Get some.
Well, what about the midget edition?
Fuck that. I want to see amputees.
You know, on Uncut Sports, on our site, uncutsports.com, you know the most popular...
Midgets?
No. Do you know what the most popular search term is?
Women.
Cuckold.
Ronda Rousey.
Oh.
Really?
She is the top search that comes onto the site.
On
Ronda
our
Rousey.
site?
Yeah. Ronda Rousey, man.
So
Let me
people
tell you
are
something.
searching the internet for Ronda Rousey. and
Maybe we should
Ronda
start
Ronda
talking about
Rousey,
Ronda
man.
more.
People like that girl. I mean, I'm telling you what. And then
What's
the
not
stuff
to
that
like?
we talked about with the MMA. I know with the female MMA house, people were talking about that shit.
Oh, and just so
It's the only thing
saw.
that's going to save that show.
I just
It
want to
is.
say real quickly, who I think it was George had said it before. I saw the movie Haywire on I think Friday.
I saw it last week.
and it was a huge disappointment.
It
to
was
me.
terrible.
It was
I'm
awful.
going to tell you what, it was terrible.
It was
Marissa
awful.
and I were sitting here going like this, going, "What the fuck are
Yeah,
we watching?"
I didn't even understand it.
Really?
Yeah, it was
Did you
terrible
like it?
until the end. He didn't see it.
Oh.
And Kevin, hold on, Kevin.
Who do you think you're talking to?
Hey, Kevin, and real quick, what was up with Gina Carano's voice?
They had to change it. You didn't know that? They had to do a voiceover for her.
What?
Because her voice was too fucking deep.
But
I
you
mean,
know
wait,
what's funny?
time out. You two assholes
No.
who did no. You two assholes who did nothing but talk up that movie and talk up her career didn't know the bitch had a husky ass voice and they had to change that motherfucker.
Hold on. But this is the thing. This is what I'm not going to come to her to fit because this is the thing. It was not about her acting.
No.
It was just a bad
It was a bad movie.
script.
Yeah.
It was a bad
It was a
script.
bad movie.
I don't give a fuck.
Don't
if you
worry,
had-
gentlemen. She's in another movie. You'll get to see the next
If
one.
you had Angelina Jolie in that movie and other five, look at who
There was a lot of stars in the movie.
It didn't matter. No one could save that
Yeah,
movie.
I mean, here's the thing.
Jesus couldn't save
They-
that
Alex
movie.
Ewing. There's your savior. Anyway, now back to the card. Cain Velasquez.
What I do.
I got a headache. Okay.
Cain Velasquez dismantled Antonio
What?
Bigfoot Silva.
We got a little off scope, guys.
Antonio Silva obviously is going to get to stay in the UFC because I've heard rumors that they're really not going to cut guys anymore because there's nowhere for them to go. Because here's the thing: if
Because they
you
buy everything.
well, here's the other thing: if you
That
start
was
cutting,
our word.
Guppy fights, dolphin fights, platypus fights. They're getting ready to buy Waffle House fights. What the fuck are we going to
Shit.
do now?
As long as Denny's is still out there, we're good.
Yeah.
put it this way: if you cut a guy like Dan Hardy, he'll go to Bellator and he'll do nothing but help Bellator.
Yeah.
You cut
That is
cut
true.
Antonio Silva, he'll go to Bellator and do nothing but help Bellator.
Because Bellator is exciting right now. Bellator on Friday nights is getting better ratings than the
Ultimate
Wow.
Fighter House.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So anyway, moving on to the main event.
Cain
Junior-
Velasquez versus Roy Nelson title fight. That's what I think. I mean, fuck it, why not?
You mean winner?
Yeah,
instead of
yeah,
fight.
winner.
Right.
Duh.
Junior Dos
Jesus
Santos took on Frank Mir. A lot of us were like, okay, why is Frank Mir getting a title shot? And this is why. I mean, he's a
Well-
good fighter. He's got great skill set. He's awesome. But Junior Dos Santos is just a level above him.
I mean, Frank had and I mean, I wanted Frank Mir to win the match. He had no shot. The bottom line is,
Damn.
the thing is,
And
is
Frank Mir said it after the fight.
what I noticed was Frank Mir is a good stand-up person.
Right.
Dos Santos is great, and the bottom line is the difference between that is
I'll buy that for
is
$1.
too great.
I'll buy that
and Frank
for
Mir is
$1.
not going to be able to fight anybody who's a great stand-up fighter. He's
Anybody
just
know
not.
that movie reference?
RoboCop.
Fucker, not you,
Oh.
asshole. I'm sorry. What'd you say, Jimmy?
I was just saying.
That's okay.
Okay, I'm done with you.
No, I agree. I mean, you could see they're on two different levels.
Yeah, they are. And Frank Mir was like,
And-
I couldn't get away out of the
well,
red
and
fight.
I don't think that Frank Mir could truly compete with. Wow,
I
I guess.
take a shit because he does have
I
everybody.
guess he
out
just
there
walked out,
fucking-
and leaves the door open
yeah,
as well.
and fucking takes one with the fucking door wide
Okay,
open.
like wait, time out. I'm
Oh,
the
here we
only
go.
I'm the only guy who shits with the door open.
No, only
Seriously.
white people do that shit, man.
Because we can
Brothers
afford.
don't-
Whoa. Because we can afford houses with doors.
That was good. No, it wasn't. This one. It was not good.
I'm sorry. Your bathroom is directly.
jokes, please.
I'm sorry. Your
Look,
bathroom is directly connected to your living room. In my house, our bathrooms are actually secled a little
You don't
bit.
have a house.
No
you live
shit.
at your garage.
I said in our houses. I'm speaking for white people. I can do that.
Right there.
And he lives in white people's house.
Right. Yeah, exactly.
Duh.
I know.
And in
City
Kevin's
West.
basement, that's the white people's house.
Yeah, it is.
It's where me and Jimmy live to pay his bills.
So,
Wow, are we
and
actually
they do
doing
a
a
damn
sports
good
show?
job of it. We are. What's next for Frank Mir? Because everybody's just going to get in line for Junior Dos
I
Santos.
think he's meeting Roy Nelson tonight for their after party at IHOP.
Yeah.
Dude, how funny would it have been if Roy Nelson
Well,
took
that's
my
one of
after
the
party
things
to
I think
IHOP?
Frank Mir is. I
Well,
honestly think he
and
could drop 30 pounds.
Well, here's the other thing. I think it's a good question.
261.
Whoa, I mean, he's not fighting at
No,
205.
there's no way he's getting at 205,
No.
dude.
he would.
No, I said he could drop. He could actually stand and drop 30 pounds.
And do what?
And
Well,
Get fucked up at a lighter weight?
I mean,
no, but he's 261 and he's not a refined.
Here's the thing. I think you brought up a good question because truly he's now fallen to the back of the line. He's an older fighter.
Yeah.
If you watched any of the prime time, he truly does enjoy spending time with his family and stuff like that.
Good for him. That'll pay the bills.
Really, is he? Is this the end of the road?
Yes.
Because if he truly wants to be a championship fighter, he's got a long road ahead of him.
To the end of
your motherfucking career.
road.
Deuces.
Wow.
And we're out of here.
See you, bye.